No matter where you are, where life takes you, if you are Hungarian, it's patriotism you live for. This is a quote from Anna Farkas from the poem The Day of National Unity. Ladies and gentlemen, dear Hungarian compatriots, dear friends of Hungary. This quotation from Anna Farkas eloquently testifies that we Hungarians love our country and that we are proud to be Hungarians, and that no matter where fate takes us in the world, our language, history, culture, national tradition, and even our national foods, and 1,000 of other things, form an unbreakable bond between us. The fact that you are now watching this welcome speech on the Day of National Unity also testifies to that. It is from Brussels, also known as the capital of Europe, that I welcome you at the occasion of the 4th of June. On this day, the heart of every Hungarian aches a little, as it has for more than 100 years now. At the same time, we are also overwhelmed with pride, as every Hungarian around the world can now look back to well over 1,000 years of history. Becoming a modern nation was a long and difficult process for us as well. The Hungarian community too awoke to national consciousness during the period which saw the peoples of Europe becoming nations. From the 1790s onwards, during the rule of the Habsburgs, the idea of civic development and the Enlightenment paved the way for the Hungarian nation under these influences of these great ideas. Not 2 lifetimes passed, and already a revolution and the bitter freedom fight broke out in 1848, followed by our War of Independence, that lasted for more than a year and forced the serf, the farmer, the craftsman, the merchant, the lower nobleman, the priest, the teacher, and the wealthy nobility into one unified Hungarian nation. The 20th century after has thoroughly tested the viability of our nation. We had barely recovered from our tragic loss of territory and citizens after World War I, when came the destruction of World War II and 40 years of brutal Soviet communist repression. After 1990, though, our finally regained sovereignty allowed us to reconnect even closer with the ethnic Hungarians living in the Carpathian Basin and elsewhere in the world. And it was finally in 2010 that came the milestone dear to our hearts and souls, when we could finally say, uncompromisingly, as it is enshrined in our fundamental law as well as in the Act of National Unity, that the ethnic Hungarians scattered around the world form one Hungarian nation. Now, in the year of national renewal, we can look back on the decade behind us with a very good feeling, together with more than 1 million of our new Hungarian compatriots. Never before the Hungarian state spent as much love, money, and energy on helping the dispersed ethnic Hungarians and the diaspora as it has in the last 10 years. We can now plan the future of the Hungarian community together too, if we plan things wisely and consider the interests of the whole Hungarian nation. I wish a good health and coronavirus-free, happy families and a cohesive, united National Unity Day to all of you Hungarians and to all of our friends around the world. Thank you very much for your attention.